So I've instructed my very talented people of podcasters and children's authors and fifth tier attorneys to prosecute Big Bird James Comey. The guy's 9 feet tall of corruption. He was, and I never liked the fact that he thought he was so tall. I thought he was doing like a Savannah Bananas. Have you seen this one where they have a guy like pitching where he's on stilts? I think that's what they were doing with James Comey. I don't even think he's that tall. I think he was just trying to look down on me. And he was a horrible lawyer. The only thing he ever did is bring the country together because he ruined, he hurt, election interference. You ever heard that term? You ever heard that one? It's not a good one. But he interfered in the election, and I have to say, even though I beat Hillary Clinton like a dog, I might have beaten her like a nicer dog with less beating if Comey hadn't interfered and talked about her. And Democrats thanked me. Democrats all over the country came up to me and said, "Sir, I'm a Democrat, sir, and I didn't vote for you, but I think you're great. And I think Comey is Comey the Clown from In Living Color," which had a lot of black people on it. You ever notice that? They never talk about how James Carey was the best on In Living Color. Imagine they had just made the show all white people. Imagine how great that would have been. But they only allowed one white person, and he dominated. And makes you think how racist James Comey is also, because he was part of that show. He was Comey the Clown. He would hit kids. Nobody talks about that. He would hit kids. And you think this is somebody who should be enforcing laws? He's a disgrace. And that's why I fired his kid. His kid was working as a lawyer somewhere, and she's a disgrace. But I don't blame her totally, because he was probably hitting her with a sock in the Comey the Clown sketches. And she probably grew up like my kids, where they were neglected and treated horribly. And now when you treat a kid badly, because I take pride in the fact that I treated two of my three kids horribly. Ivanka, of course, was treated very well with a lot of hugs. Some teachers said that the hugs were too long, and I had them fired from the schools. But the point is, you treat your kids horribly, and sometimes they rebel, and sometimes they're even more desperate for your attention. And you can see it with Don Jr., that guy. I don't even know if he's mine, to be honest. He's the only one with brown hair. It's like a Game of Thrones thing. But the point is, Comey is corrupt. I don't think he's very tall. I think he's faking the height. And we're going to indict him on crimes of corruption and height faking.